right, hello everyone, and welcome to today's contest between the Elgin Wildcats and your McNEIL Mavericks. We are just getting underway here. The Mavericks have taken the field. Starting at first base, Jackson Collins. Second base, Gavin Vinoy. Shortstop, Ryan Vosick. Third base, Caleb Mendoza. In left field, Jack Goins. Chris Windesman, your center fielder, and in right field, James Morio. Lance Bailius is your catcher behind the plate today and making his second start for the Mavericks, the left-handed sophomore Brandon Morio. It is a beautiful Austin morning here. Low 70 degrees, plenty of sunshine. Very little clouds, no chance for rain. Should be a great day for baseball. All right, leading off for the Wildcats, number 15, Grady, the pitcher. He'll be followed by number 10, Null, the shortstop, and the left fielder, number 24, Saucedo. Comes the first pitch from Morio. Swung on and fouled off to the right field side, out of play. Third baseman Mendoza playing shallow on the grass. Next pitch is a curveball outside off the plate for a ball. 1-1 count to Grady. Ball outside and low. Count goes to 2-1. Next pitch is swung on and popped back foul. Looks like it's going to get behind the screen and out of the play. So count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch is outside, fastball, a little high. So we got a full count to the leadoff batter here, Grady. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back behind the screen again. So count will remain at 3-2. Comes a 3-2 pitch. And just outside for a ball, so Grady's aboard with a leadoff walk. That brings up the shortstop, number 10, Null, for the Elgin Wildcats.
Now batting number 10, Kill Nell.
First pitch is swung on and flied into shallow center field, and it's going to drop right in between everybody and come down for a base hit.
Now batting number 24, Nick Saucedo.
Brings up a number 3 batter, the left fielder, number 24, Nick Saucedo, with runners on first and second here. And no outs in the top of the first. First pitch is a big curveball in for a strike. Next pitch is a bunt, lays it down right in front. Brendan makes the play, First baseman feels the throw. Looks like he was safe at first. Then they throw down to second to try to get the runner, but the ball comes loose. So it looks like everyone's going to be safe, and the leadoff runner actually comes around home and scores. So the Wildcats are on the board. So runners on first and second here. Brings up the number 4 hitter Owens, the catcher. Pitches inside, gets away from the catcher, but the runners do not advance. So we got a 1-0 count. This pitch is a little outside and low off the plate, so count goes to 2-0. We're on second base, taking a pretty aggressive lead. Comes the 2-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. Comes the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and driven deep to center field. Windesman goes back. It's going to be down. A little bit of a bobble, picking the ball up there. So 1 run's going to score. Looks like the second run is coming around, and 2 runs will score on that play. And the hitter Owens is in with a stand-up double. So 3 runs across here in the top of the first for the Elgin Wildcats. And it looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher on second base there. It'll be number 5, Kurgan. And that brings the second baseman, King, up to the plate. First pitch is a curveball, a little low and out for a ball. Next pitch is a fastball down in the dirt, kept in front by Bailius, there the catcher. So the count goes to 2-0. Fastball low and inside. So 3 balls and no strikes to the second baseman, King. Still got a runner on second base. The 3-0 pitch is in for a called strike on the inside corner. The 3-1 pitch is just off the plate of the outside corner for ball 4. So King will go to first with a walk. Catcher Bailius calls time to go talk to his pitcher. And coming to the plate will be the third baseman, number 42, Johns, for the Wildcats. Comes the first pitch to Johns. It's a bunt, push bunt. Attempted to go up to the first base line, is bunted out, bunted foul. So we'll have an 0-1 count on Johns. And we'll see if they go to the bunt again. Now the first baseman Collins playing shallow on the grass. And he shows bunt, lays it down, tries to go down first baseline again, but bunts it foul. So we go to 0-2. Not typically a high percentage bunt situation, but we've seen stranger things so far this season. So we'll see what happens here. And big swing and a miss for strike 3. So that strikeout will be the first out of the inning for the Mavericks. And that brings up the first baseman, number 11, Owen.
Now batting number 11, Charlie Joe Owen.
So 1 out, still got runners on first and second. The left-handed Owen comes to the plate. First pitch is a big slider in there for a called strike. Runners with pretty conservative leads on the bases. Next pitch is another big curveball in there, just missed, maybe a little bit high. So we go to 1-1. This pitch is a ball down, hits some of the chalk in the batter's box there. So count will go to 2-1. Two-one pitch, just misses the outside part of the plate. A fastball there, so 3-1 count. Runner still with fairly conservative leads on the base pass. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2, caught the outside corner there. So runners may be going here on 3-2. They do not go, and the next pitch is up high, fastball for a ball. So that will load the bases with that walk. And that will bring up the right fielder for the Wildcats, number 20, Lewis. Ground ball here, could get us out of the inning. Comes the first pitch to Lewis. Big curveball comes in and grabs the inside part of the plate for a called strike. Next pitch is kind of a Texas leaguer that just gets over the second baseman and down for a single. And the runner gets too aggressive off of first base, so we're going to have a rundown now with bases loaded. They're going to throw home, not in time there, and everybody is safe. And on that play and the rundown confusion, 2 runs come across the plate. So we're now at 5 runs this inning for the Wildcats, and runners are now at second and third. First pitch to the number 9 hitter, the center fielder Strong, is a called strike. Next pitch is swung on, fouled softly back towards the Wildcat dugout. Next pitch is a curveball, sharply hit straight back to the pitcher and gets through the middle for a base hit. Runner comes around from third to score.
Now batting number 15, Keaton Grady.
And we are back to the Wildcat top of the lineup here. First batter, Grady. And Morio checks the runner at first there. Comes up safely. So runners on first and third here with one out. First pitch to Grady is low and in the dirt for a ball. Runner from first goes to second. Looks like there was a throw back to the pitcher. Wasn't quite ready for it there, so it deflected off his glove, but no damage done. So we just have a stolen base. And runners at second and third. Comes the 2-0 pitch. Just up a little bit high. Count goes to 3-0. Next pitch, fastball catches the corner for a called strike. Next pitch, fastball up as well, called for a strike. So we go to a full count. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. And it is outside and low for ball 4.
Now batting.
And we're going to have a visit to the mound here for Coach Aguirre to go talk to his pitcher, Morio. And that conversation is complete. So the shortstop, Neil comes up with one out and bases loaded. He singled in his first at bat. First pitch, called strike, big curveball. Next pitch is tried to check a swing, but he went over the plate, so swinging strike there. Count goes to 0-2 now. Next pitch is swung on, driven deep to right field. Morio is underneath it, makes the catch, and is deep enough for the runners to tag, so we will get another run across for the Wildcats here. But 2 outs on that fly out. And the runner on first did not advance there, so we're going to have runners on first and third with 2 outs now. And we're going to get a courtesy runner for the pitcher at first base there, Grady. Number 6, Charles, comes in to pinch run at first as the runner at first base. So Salcedo, the left fielder, who was safe on a error on a bunt last time, comes to the plate. First pitch is a fastball down low for a ball. Fastball just off the outside part of the plate. So the count goes to 2-0. Next pitch is a nice changeup. Change the speed there. Swung on and missed for strike one. Ball outside, so the count goes to 3-1. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Runners on first and third. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Big swing and miss by Salcedo there. So we go full count now. Comes the 3-2 pitch. Just off the plate on the outside corner again. So ball 4. And it looks like that's going to do it for the starter Morio here. We're going to have a pitching change. And number 29, Caleb Crail, is going to be your new pitcher for the Mavericks here. So we'll let Crail take his warm-ups, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Now pitching for McNEIL, number 29, Caleb Crail.
All right, new pitcher Crail is ready to go. And he will face the catcher Owens. Inheriting bases loaded with 2 outs. First pitch is a called strike. Ball outside. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back behind the bleachers to the right side. So we'll have a 1-2 count now on Owens. Next pitch is fouled back again, pretty much the same spot. We'll stay at 1-2. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. So strike 3, that will end the inning. Wildcats tack on 7 runs in their first inning here. And we will head to the bottom of the first, and McNEIL Mavericks up to bat.
Now pitching for Elgin, number 15, Keaton Grady.
All right, we're back with the bottom of the first. Mavericks are up to bat for the first time.
Now batting number 9, Ryan Bosick.
Leading off will be your shortstop, Ryan Bosick. Will be followed by the catcher, Lance Balius, and then the center fielder, Chris Windesman. Here's the first pitch to Bosick. Fastball in there for a called strike. Pitch is outside for a ball. This pitch is a big swing and a miss. So count goes to 1-2. One pitch is low and out for a ball, so 2-2 count now. Next pitch is popped up sky high into the infield here. Looks like between the first baseman, second baseman, and the first baseman will bring it in for the grab. So one away for the Mavericks. That brings up Bailey as the catcher.
Now batting number 27, Lance Bailey.
First pitch is fouled back to the screen. Next pitch is grounded sharply back to the pitcher, who barehands the catch and makes the play over to first base. Nice play by the pitcher there. That'll bring up Chris Windesman, the left-hand hitting center fielder for the Mavericks.
Now batting number 18, Chris Windesman.
Fastball, first pitch is outside and high for a ball. This pitch is a fastball inside, maybe just a little bit inside there. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch is swung on, popped up, shallow infield again. First base comes over and grabs it for the third out of the inning.
First base came all the way over, and
right into second base territory, yeah.
He wants the ball bad enough. He called it.
So it'll be 3 up, 3 down for the Mavericks in the bottom of the first. And we head to the top of the second. We'll be back in a second. All right, back with the top of the second here. Leading off for the Wildcats is the second baseman, King. Walked in his first at bat. Takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Fastball called strike. Next pitch is grounded down the third base line, but foul. Count will go to 1 balls and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch is grounded to the second baseman of Illinois. Plenty of time to get there, and makes the play. The runner seemed to give up very early down the baseline there. Not sure if he kind of came up with an injury or what happened there, but in any case,
Now batting number 42, Hayden Johns.
first batter grounds out. That brings up Johns, the third baseman, struck out in his first appearance today. Swings and misses at the first pitch for a strike. Next pitch is swung on and chopped foul off the top of the plate. So 0-2 count to Johns now. Next pitch, fastball just misses off the outside part of the plate, so we go to count 1 and 2. Almost bites on a curveball, but just holds up. So we go to 2 and 2 count now to Johns. Nobody on, 1 out. Comes the 2-2 pitch. Off the outside part of the plate, so the count will go full. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and chopped foul again off the plate. The 3-2 pitch is grounded to the shortstop. Bosick makes the play. Throw is offline, up high. Collins comes off the bag and makes the tag, but the umpire says that the runner was already safe getting there, so Johns will be safe at first. And it looks like Johns is taking a minute to recover himself there too, in foul territory. And he seems to be okay. Comes back to first base. That brings up the next batter, the first baseman, Owen, for the Wildcats. Walked in his first at bat today. First pitch is swung on and driven deep into center field. Windesman turns his back. The ball is hit off the center field fence. Runner from first is coming home. The throw is in, and he is out at the plate, trying to advance all the way from first to third. Great relay effort there, and great tag applied by the catcher Bailius to get that out of the plate.
Yeah, way to get that throw in. Lance did a good job of reaching out and tagging the runner before he got to home plate.
So Owen, the hitter, is in with a double off the center field fence, but the runner from first is out at home. So we go to 2 outs, and that brings up the right fielder Lewis. Swings at the first pitch he sees and grounds the ball sharply up through the center field hole. And he is aboard with a single. Runner advances from second to third, so we've got runners on first and third with 2 outs. And that brings up the center fielder, Strong, who singled in his first at-bat today.
Now batting number 3.
Runner from first steals. They throw the ball
Justin Strong.
quickly back to the pitcher. No play. So we'll have runners at second and third now with 2 outs. Comes the 1-0 pitch to Strong. Curveball comes back in late, grabs the outside part plate for a called strike. Pitch is grounded sharply to the third baseman Mendoza. Just takes a tough hop, gets over his glove. Throw comes in, and they will not challenge the runner at third. It is held up in the infield. So 2 runs will come across on that play.
Now batting number 15, Keaton Grady.
That brings up the leadoff hitter for the Wildcats. The pitcher Grady has walked twice today. And Grady looks at 2 straight balls. So we got a 2-0 count. Next pitch is driven. High fly ball deep to right field, and that ball is going to be out of here for a home run.
Now batting number 10, Kill Nail.
So with that 2-run shot, the Elgin Wildcats now are at 11 runs. Next batter comes up, the shortstop now, has a single and flew out to right field on the day. Called strike on the outside corner there, so the count goes to 1-1. Next pitch is down to the dirt. Count goes to 2-1. 2 outs here in top of the second. Pitch is outside and high for a little bit there, so we go to 3-1 count now to shortstop Dahl. Big swing and a miss. So we got a full count with 2 outs now. Looks at strike 3 to end the inning. So the Mavericks get out of the top of the second, but not before the Elgin Wildcats bring 4 more runs across, 2 of which on a home run by Grady, the pitcher. So 4 runs, a couple of hits. We head to the bottom of the second. The score is Elgin Wildcats 11, Mavericks 0.
batting number 3, Caleb Mendoza.
All right, and leading off for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the second, third baseman Caleb Mendoza. Looks at the first pitch for a called strike. Next pitch is in there for a called strike on the outside corner as well. So 0-2 to Mendoza. Swings the next pitch, fouls it back into the screen. Swing and a miss. The next pitch came in high and inside. So strike 3. That'll bring up the first baseman Jackson Collins.
Now batting number 24, Jackson Collins.
First pitch to Collins is in the dirt, low and outside. Ball 1. Collins looked at a fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. One pitch comes in tight on the hands there. So count goes to 2-1. Starts to swing but then holds off. The next pitch is a called strike. 2-2 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Swings and misses the next pitch on the low and outside corner there. So strike 3. With 2 outs, left fielder Jack Goins will come to the plate.
Now batting number 1, Jack Goins.
Goins shows bunt. First pitch, fouls it off the top of the plate. Offers bunt on the next pitch and pops it foul back behind the stands on the right side. So we'll go to 0-2 count now. O2 pitch is low and outside. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Next pitch is fastball off the plate, so a 2-2 count to Goins now. Misses outside again, so we go from 0-2 to 3-2 now. And the next pitch looked like the umpire was getting ready to call it a strike.
I thought that myself. He's about to call it a strike. No, he called it for his ball, and we have a guy on base.
So Goins is aboard with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up the right fielder, James Morio.
Now batting number 15, James
for his first at bat today. First pitch is low and outside in the dirt for a ball. Runner goes, and Goins will be safe by a mile at second base. Swing and a miss on the pitch by Morio, so the count will go to 1-1. Next pitch is in tight on the knees of Morio there for a ball. So we go to 2-1. 2 outs, going to the runner on second. Next pitch is swung on by Morio and fouled off out of play to the left field side. So here comes the 2-2 pitch to Morio. And it's a strike called on the outside corner for strike 3. So the Mavericks got a runner aboard, but still no runs, no hits. We head to the top of 3. Score 11-0, Elgin Wildcats. We'll be back.
Now batting number 24, Nick Saucedo.
Leading off in the top of the 3rd here for the Wildcats. The number 3 batter, Nick Saucedo, the left fielder. Saucedo takes the first pitch, grounds it to Caleb Mendoza at third base. Fields it easily, makes the throw to first for the first out. That will bring up the catcher, Owens. Owens doubled and struck out in his 2 appearances today.
Now batting Braylon Owens.
First pitch to Owens is outside in the dirt for ball 1. The pitch outside for a ball, so 2-0 count After another ball there, count is now 3-0. And Owens is aboard with a walk. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Owens at first. Number 5, Kurgan, goes in to pinch run for the catcher. Brings up the second baseman, number 8, King, for the Wildcats. He looks at the first pitch, called for a strike. Next pitch is swung on, popped up, shallow infield. Second baseman Van Noy is underneath it, and he makes the play for the second of the inning.
Now batting number 42, Hayden Johns.
2 outs now in the top of the third. Brings up the third baseman Johns with the runner on first. The runner first goes on the first pitch. Throw is down to second base, and they get him.
Great throw out at second base there. Really great throw out.
Nice throw by Balius there. Catches the runner stealing, trying to steal second base. So that will end the inning on the base paths. No runs, no hits for the Wildcats. Score still 11-0. Mavericks coming up to bat.
Now batting number 17, Gavin Vanoy.
Leading off for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the third inning, second baseman Gavin Vanoy. Looks at the first pitch, called strike. Next pitch gets through the catcher's glove, but umpire calls it a strike anyway on the inside corner. So we got 0-2. And swing and a miss on a high fastball.
Now batting, number 28, Garrett Banks.
That'll bring up the designated hitter for today, Garrett Banks. Leadoff hitter and shortstop Ryan Vosick on deck. First pitch is a fastball called strike on the outside corner. Next pitch is grounded right behind the mound. Third baseman makes a big stride, comes over, and makes the throw to first. And the infield seemed to think it was the third out of the inning, but it's actually only the second out. So 2 outs. And Vosick will come to the plate. Popped out to the first baseman in his first appearance today. First pitch is in for a called strike. Second pitch is outside and high, so count goes to 1-1 on Vosick. Next pitch narrowly misses the batter. In tight on the knees, so 2 balls and 1 strike now. Vosick drives the next pitch deep into left center field. The center fielder's underneath it and makes the play.
Got a good bat on it, just
hung up there a little too long.
Yep, wind looks like it caught it a little bit.
Now batting number 42, Nathan Johns.
All right, we're back at the top of the 4th inning here. Leading off the inning for the Elgin Wildcats, third baseman Johns. Looks at a first pitch curveball in there for a called strike on the inside corner. Johns was up previously in the last inning, but runner at first was caught stealing, so he's back up for another at bat. Swings and misses at the next pitch, curveball on the outside part of the plate. So no balls and 2 strikes. Third pitch, another curveball. Skies a pop-up to shallow center field. The shortstop Vosick goes out and makes a nice grab to make the out.
Now batting number 11, Charlie Joe Owen.
Brings up the first baseman, Owen. Stays off the first pitch, high and outside, ball one. Next pitch, curveball, doesn't quite make it back over the outside corner, so count goes to 2-0. Big swing and a miss on a high fastball there. That batter calls for time. Another fastball off the outside part. So we'll have a 3-1 count now to the first baseman, Owen, who walked and doubled today so far. Comes the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and laced. Foul, though, down the right field line. Full count now. Next pitch is swung on and fouled, or fly ball. Fly ball into no man's land over on the right field side. Third baseman Mendoza, Goins, the left fielder, and Vosick were all over in the area, and Vosick makes another very athletic play for the second out of the inning. So with 2 away, that'll bring up the right fielder Lewis. The first pitch inside for a ball. Carrera goes the other way with the second pitch, low and outside. So 2-0 count. Another ball low and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. It's Lewis. And Lewis is aboard with a 2-out walk.
Now batting number 3, Justin Strong.
And with Lewis aboard at first, that brings up the center fielder Strong. 2 singles on the day for Strong. Swings at the first pitch, fly ball right to Morio in right field, brings it in for the 3rd out. So another inning of no damage, no runs, no hits for the Wildcats. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Score still 11-0.
Now batting number 27, Lance Bayless.
Leading off for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the fourth, the catcher Lance Bayless. Looks at the first pitch over the plate for a called strike. Big swing and a miss on an inside fastball there for strike two. Fouls the next pitch off over into the bullpen area there on the right-hand side. Next pitch up in for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Bayless. Almost swings at that next pitch that was up a little high, but holds off. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back directly behind the press box. Two pitch is inside, so count goes full now. Comes a 3-2 pitch. Same pitch, same spot. So ball 4, and Bayless is aboard with a leadoff walk.
Now batting number 18, Chris Windisman.
That brings up center fielder Chris Windisman to the plate. Swings the first pitch, pops the ball up high into foul territory. Catcher makes a play on it, but can't get there in time, so count will go to 0-1 on Chris Windisman. Windisman popped out to the first baseman in his first at-bat today. Next pitch is a curveball that doesn't come back in and land, so it's outside. One and one to Windisman with Bayless on first base. Windisman swings the next pitch, fouls it directly downward. So we'll go to 1-2. Next pitch is a curveball that comes back in very late, grabs the out. Mendoza to the plate.
Caleb Mendoza.
Pitcher Grady throws over to first base to check Bayless. Comes up safely. Comes the first pitch to Mendoza. Swings at a fastball in the outside corner. Misses for a strike. Second pitch is a big curveball, misses outside and low. Comes the 1-1 pitch to Mendoza. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. One-two pitch. Bailius runs, takes off on the play. Mendoza swings at the pitch and fouls it down the third base line. So Bailius will go back to first. The next pitch is a slider in there, just misses high to Mendoza, so the count goes to 2-2. We got one out here in the top of the bottom of the fourth. Bailius the catcher, the runner on first base, and here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on. Bailius, the runner was going, but Mendoza fouls it out into the street on the right field side. Two pitch to Mendoza. And he checked his swing, but the umpire said he went around. So that will be a strikeout. For Mendoza. Brings up first baseman Jackson Collins to the plate, and looks like we have a pinch runner, or sorry, courtesy runner for the catcher Bailius at first.
24, Jackson Collins.
Number 12, Connor Copeland, in to run for Bailius at first base. First pitch to Collins is a fastball over the outside corner for a strike. Pitch is fouled back directly behind the press box. So the count goes to 0-2 on Collins. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Copeland, pinch runner at first base. Next pitch was a hard slider up for a ball, and the pitcher immediately after that pitch indicated over to his coach like something didn't feel right in his arm after that pitch. So coach comes out to the mound. And the umpire is out there with them. Pitcher is definitely indicating like he's got some discomfort in his throwing arm after that pitch particularly. He has moved back to the mound though, as if he wants to stay in the game. Looks like they're going to give him a couple of warm-up pitches to see if everything feels okay. Looks like he's decided he's going to stay in the game. So the defense resets. Count is 1-2 to Collins. And the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that ends the 4th inning. No runs, no hits for the Mavericks. We head to the bottom of the 5th, or sorry, top of the 5th. Score still 11-0, Elgin Wildcats.
Now batting number 15, Keith Grady.
We're back with the top of the 5th inning here. And leading off for the Elgin Wildcats, we're back to the top of the order. The pitcher, Grady, number 15. Walked twice today and then hit a 2-run home run in his last at-bat. First pitch is fouled off. Second pitch comes in as a curveball in the low and outside corner there, caught for a strike. So 0-2 count to Grady. Next pitch is outside and in the dirt. Count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Comes the 1-2 pitch to Grady. Swung on and laced into right field. Hard line drive down for a single.
Now batting number 10, Kill Nell.
I'll bring up the shortstop, Nail, for the Wildcats. 1 for 3 today with a single, fly out, and a strikeout. First pitch is outside and high for a ball. Catcher Bailey snaps down to first base. Throw is not in time. Curveball from Crail misses just outside. 2-0 count. Crail working on his 59th pitch of his outing here today. Next pitch is swung on, driven deep to center field. Windesman is back. Ball goes off kicks off the fence in center field. And the runner from first will go to third, and Null is in with a stand-up double.
Now batting number 24, Nick Saucedo.
So with runners on second and third and no outs here in the top of the fifth, that brings up the number 3 hitter, the left fielder Salcedo. Safe on an error, walked, and grounded out to third in his 3 appearances today. Looks at the first pitch, fastball over the outside part of the plate for a called strike. Fastball outside and high for ball 1. Next pitch is a nice looking curveball. Broke in late on the inside corner there for a called strike. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss on a curveball. Dropped by Bailius. They throw down to first. So Salcedo is out on the drop third strike. And the runners freeze at second and third.
Now batting, number 2, Braylon Owens.
So with 1 out, runners on second and third, that brings up the catcher, Owens, for Elgin. First pitch to Owens is a fastball outside, gets by the catcher, Bailius. And the runners will move up. And Grady, the pitcher, who led off the inning, will score from third base. Next pitch is outside as well, goes back to the screen, and the runner Nall, who advanced on the previous pass ball, will now also come home as well. So 2 more runs come across for the Wildcats this inning. Bases are now cleared. Got 1 out. And a 2-0 count to the catcher, Owens. Next pitch is swung on, flied high to kind of shallow right field. Morio comes in and makes the play. So that'll be the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 8, Tyson King.
And the second baseman, King, will come to the plate with 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch is down low for a ball. Second pitch catches the outside corner for a called strike. Good curveball by Crail there on the outside part of the plate. Swung on and missed. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, King. Just misses with a fastball on the outside part of the plate. So count goes to 2-2 with 2 outs. Big swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Bailius is out there. Throws down to first base to Collins. Completes the out. So a couple of runs on a couple of hits for the Wildcats in the top of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Score 13 for the Wildcats. Mavericks 0.
Now pitching for Elgin, number 17, Wesley Harkins.
Back with the bottom of the 5th, we've got a pitching change for the Wildcats. Number 17, Harkins, comes in to relieve Grady, who went 62 pitches over 5 innings, or 4 innings of work. First pitch into the leadoff batter, Goins. Shows bunt, but misses. First strike. Pitches a fastball up high and inside. 1-1 count to Goins, who walked in his first at bat and had a stolen base. So third pitch is down low into dirt. So 2-1 to Goins. Third baseman playing in shallow on the grass. Goins swings, pops the ball up right behind the pitcher's mound and off to the right side. First baseman comes over, makes the play for the first out. So we have
Now batting number 12, Connor Copeland.
pinch hitting for the right fielder James Morio. We have number 12, Connor Copeland. First pitch in, first called strike. Next pitch misses inside. So the count will go to 1-1 on Copeland. Swung on, ground ball to second base. Second baseman bobbles it and can't come up with the throw, so Copeland will be safe at first base.
Great at bat for Connor there. Like to see that.
So Copeland's aboard at first with 1 out. That brings up, so we have another pinch hitter here. So hitting
Now batting
for
number 2, Sam Kubaney.
the second baseman Van Noy will be Sam Kubaney. First pitch is high and inside above Kubaney's head for a ball. Kubaney swings, ground ball hits shortstop, makes the play at second, and they turn the double play. 6-4-3 double play to end the inning for the Mavericks. So no runs, no hits for the Mavericks in the bottom of 5. And it looks like that's going to be the ball game, folks. So Mavs couldn't find a way to scratch today in this first game here today. Final score will be Elgin Wildcats 13, McNEIL Mavericks 0. Thanks for joining us here this morning. We'll be back later on this afternoon for the 4 o'clock game. Mavericks play Liberty Hill Panthers. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you in a little bit.